Hello and welcome back. Harry says his wife, Megan, helped him see the problem, but now has to take responsibility for his own education. It's a burden too often placed on people of color. Prince Harry certainly kisses his black sheep. He challenges family tradition, conservatism, and now privilege since his marriage to former American actress Meghan Markle. In a recent chat with Black Lives Matter activist Patrick Hutchinson, Harry spoke about his ignorance in the high society education that protected him from the realities of unconscious bias, beliefs and stereotypes that we're not aware of wearing. An unconscious bias, to my understanding, having had the upbringing and education that I have, I had no idea what it was, Harry said. I had no idea it existed, and then as sad as it may be to say, it took many, many years to realize it, especially living a day or a week in my wife's place. He added that for someone in a position of power, it's dangerous when you are not aware of your own biases, and it is the incumbent to change as soon as you are aware of it. Once you realize or feel a little uncomfortable, then it behooves you to go out and educate yourself, for ignorance is no longer an excuse. Harry is literally a prince, and his admirable admission shows how privilege can protect you from the struggles of others, often caused by people like you, and will hopefully get more people to examine and acknowledge their biases. But his statements are also an important example of a white person speaking out about their own responsibility for education, a burden too often borne on non-whites, compounding the hardships of unconscious prejudices create for us. It's no wonder that Harry, as a member of the British royal family, has no idea of Meghan's fate. It's also not surprising that Meghan was the agent of its realization. Privileged people are immune to the experience of marginalized groups, notes psychologist Jamita Barlow, whose research often delves into the link between health and black history. Harry married a biracial woman with a black mother. He has now experienced first-hand view of level of racism that most blacks are urged to ignore and instead to rise up by our bootstraps. Francesca Parker, a psychologist professor at Pepperdine University, believes that while witnessing someone else's struggle is often a catalyst for growth, it was essential that Harry had the urge before to broaden his vision of the world. She says Harry credits the African vacation and testimony of Meghan's experiences to having had a major impact on him. But it's impossible. None of those things would have made an impression if he wasn't not equally motivated to look at his role in perpetuating systemic injustice. This is the hardest yet, she emphasizes, because you have to be prepared to see parts of yourself that you can't fully love or are not proud of. Yet while it's significant that Harry was open to seeing unconscious biases and working to counter them, his education still needs to continue. Without Meghan's additional help, people of color are tired of teaching others how to treat us and talk about our experiences. And the emotional work for us is more difficult than preying on our own privilege. Thanks for watching, goodbye, and see you again.